Braves are looking good too. That's new, huh? The last few weeks.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
like
sir.
it, man. It's good luck. Nash, it was your final home game at Texas State. 2 years here with the Bobcats. Pretty special 2 years getting to that over that 6th win for this place after so long without going without that. What has it meant for you to play here, to come here and to be a Bobcat? You obviously you could have even left last year and played somewhere bigger. You chose to stay. What has it meant to you to be a Bobcat?
I think that speaks to the culture here. I think it speaks to the coaches. I love my coaches to death. Coach Shue's been my only offensive line coach. I really couldn't see playing for anybody else at the collegiate level. Great dude, great human being, great person. Just does things the right way, and then that also travels to the rest of the coaches. Coach Kenny does things the right way. He cares for us, cares for me. I've seen that my entire career with him as well, and so it's like, why play anywhere else? You know, God told me to come back for another year. That's what I did, and so I couldn't see playing for anybody else other than this coaching staff.
You know, sitting here at this point in the season, 11 games under your belt for this year after last year was cut a little short. You came back towards the end. How nice was that to go out there and put a full season on tape?
It felt different. It felt a little different, a little bit tired, stuff like that. Getting to that 5th game, it's like, oh, this is what a season feels like again. But it was fun. It was definitely fun going out there, winning, dominating with my friends, and getting to be up close and personal in the action and whatnot. Growing those bonds again, growing with my teammates, seeing their quirks and seeing how they act and react to things. And so, for me, it was special just to get past that 2nd game, to get past UTSA, and just continue playing with everybody and enjoying and having a good time.
Yeah, even after that UTSA game, did that feel like redemption on a few different levels? Not only did you finish that game, but it was a big win for the Bobcats. I don't know if we talked to you after that one, but how did that feel, that UTSA game?
Redemption a lot for me. I didn't break my leg, so that was great. That was great. But just getting out there to dominate in that fashion against those guys. Of course, they're a rival, you know, and so. But it's bigger than them. It's bigger than UTSA. That was one of the games that, as a team, we played team ball, and that was great to see. Everybody was eating. Everybody was eating, from the quarterbacks to the offensive line to the running backs. Defense was lights out. It's bigger than UTSA. Yes, UTSA is a rival and we respect them well. But that was for us. That wasn't for them.
You're talking about that team ball. We saw it a couple weeks ago against Southern Miss. We didn't quite see it last week. How do you guys get back to that team ball, and how do you stay there? How do you make it consistent?
We just gotta play discipline. We gotta play focus. We gotta play with energy, and we just gotta play unselfish. Whenever we play unselfish ball, whenever we play together as a team, because we love each other, you see those great different things. And we love each other every week. Don't get me wrong. It's just some weeks it's easy to do it, some weeks it's harder to do it. But you know, to get back to playing that team ball this week, which is the goal, we just got to really lock in, be disciplined, be focused all week long.
You know, I know that was a really tough loss against Georgia State, but just what have been the vibes during practice as y'all are preparing for South Alabama?
One of the biggest things that Coach Kenny has told us is to enjoy the moment, lock in. It's my last game, season game, right? You got the bowl game and whatnot. I got a lot of ball left to play, hopefully. Praise God for that. But the biggest thing has just been, we have to enjoy the moment, enjoy playing out there, I get to sit, and that's my seat right over there. I get to sit over there in meetings, you know what I mean? I get to come back up here at 6 and watch film. I get to lift weights at 4. I get to go to treatment after this. Like, I get to, not that I have to, I get to, and I get to love on my teammates as I do that. Get to enjoy the moment. But that's been the biggest thing. And as we do that as a team, collectively, we'll see great things happen.
You know, with Jordan setting the new passing, new record for most touchdown passes in a single season, just what does it mean to just see him break a record like that in his first year?
I think that speaks to the player that he is. He's a player that he's disciplined. He works at it. He works hard. Speaks to the leader that he is. As you can see, he spreads the wealth. You know what I mean? He spreads CDs getting out there, Joey's getting out there, Cole's getting out there, J Dub's getting out there, and he's spreading the wealth out. The running backs are getting out there. You know what I mean? So that just speaks to the person that he is. It speaks to the leadership that he instills into the team, and that just speaks to the player that he is. He's a dog, true and through.
You know, with a win against South Alabama, it would be the 7th regular season win. You know, same as last season. But what does it mean to have back-to-back seasons where y'all are winning like 7 or more games?
I think that shows that Texas State is on the right track. You know what I mean? I think that shows that we're grinding and that we're growing and that we're getting there. We're not where we want to be by any means, you know what I mean? Because we should be 11-1 or really 11-0. But we're on the right track. You know what I mean? It's hard to do football. Winning college football games is hard. You know what I mean? Going out there every single day in practice when you don't want to, or when you're sick, or when you're hurt, banged up a little bit. Going out there and seeing the different coverages or seeing the different formations. It's hard to win college football games. So seeing that we're going to be 7-7, right, both years, it just speaks to the hard work that everybody in this office and everybody in this facility has done.
Now, I know being from Incarnate Word, you know, UIW heading back to the playoffs, you know, won the conference championship. Just what can you say about the success of that program and just them continuing what y'all built in 22?
I was talking with my dad about that earlier. I feel like as a spiritual man, as a Christian, I feel like God has a plan in my life, and that's just to set foundations. And I feel like we set a great foundation over there at UIW, and they're just building off of it. Over there, Coach Kilo is an absolute dog. He was the receivers coach when I was there, and then he's the head coach over there, and I can't speak enough good things about Coach Kilo. He loves those kids through and through. He's going to fight for those kids every single day. He loves UIW. He loves San Antonio. Texted with him not too long ago, and so that speaks to who he is as a coach as well, instilling championship effort over there. I'm real proud of those boys. I got some teammates on there, my offensive line buddies, and I love seeing them ball. Shout out to my boy C-Flow. I was there when he was a freshman, and just seeing the player that he's become on the little snippets that I see on Instagram and whatnot is just crazy.
You know, you were saying like, you know, y'all helped build the foundation for that program over there. Do you feel like y'all kind of set the foundation over here at Texas State too?
Yeah. 2 bowl games back to back. You know, of course we have bigger aspirations. I don't want to just set it at bowl games, right? Yeah. But I think we set precedents for a good culture to form here. It sucks that I'm leaving, you know what I mean? But my chapter's come to a close here. And so I feel like as I look back on my life and I look back off of the 2 years of me being here, I think the foundation is set. The foundation and the culture is set, and look out for what's to come for the Bobcats here in a couple years.
Nash, I'm pretty good friends with Trent Scott, I'm from Lutheran like he is. And I just want to ask you, with you wrapping up your time here, like you mentioned, what has it meant for you to be brothers with him on the O-line here at Texas State? How good of a teammate has he been?
He's a character. He's a character. Trent Scott's a good person, and he helps bring a lightness to it. Because sometimes I can get too locked in. I can get too focused on maybe 3 or 4 weeks ahead, and then Trent Scott comes in the room and it's light and it's airy and he's cracking jokes and whatnot. And so he's a good person. He helps balance out all the seriousness and the hardness. Right? You need that type of person in the locker room. You need that type of person in your room. And so Trent Scott's going through, and I'm seeing so much growth for him. I think he's going to be really good. I tell him that all the time. If he really locks in and does what he's supposed to do, I think he's going to be a great player, a truly great player.
You know, what's your message to all these young? I know y'all have a lot of really good freshmen, sophomore offensive linemen coming up, but what's your message to the underclassmen? You know, now that you're kind of going to the next stage of your career, what's your message to them as they try to basically kind of pick up the torch of where y'all are going to leave it off?
I would say just work your tail off, work hard, put your head down. You don't need the glitz and the glamour. Of course, you know where I'm from. You know what I mean? With UIW, we didn't have much of anything really, but we still were able to go out there and do what we're supposed to do. Same thing here. To say when we got here, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. We had to instill a lot of things to get what we want to get. And so what I would say is just put your head down, go to work every day. You don't need all the fancy stuff that everybody says that you need. You know what I mean? Lock into what the coaches are telling you to do. Do the right thing. It's not hard to do the right thing, and it's not bad to do the right thing. You know what I mean? Come in every single day, do what you're supposed to do, work hard, and when you look up, you'll be in a great place.
Anything else?
You know, moving from tackle to guard, you noticed that for you this year. Was that just coaching? Was that a change from the coach? Is that something you wanted to do, a little more versatility in your tape, or what was up with that change?
It was kind of crazy. The first week of Lamar, the coach said, "Hey, we're going to be playing guard this game." So, all right, let's do it. And then they looked at the film. They liked me playing that guard. And then, of course, the scouts were saying, like, "Hey, this guy is probably going to be a guard in the NFL." And so from that point on, from the first week of Lamar, this is what week is this again?
14.
14.
So this is my 14th week at guard ever.
12th game, week 14.
Yeah, week 14,
Right,
12 games. So this is my 14th week at guard ever in my entire life. I've always been a tackle. So seeing the growth, seeing how I was at week 1 versus I am now at week 12 and stuff. And so the scouts wanted to see it. Coach was like, hey, we're trying to help you out. And so Lamar was a great game for me to just test it out and see how it would do. You know what I mean? And so it turns out I think the scouts were right. And so I think I've done pretty well here at guard. And so it's been difficult. It's been different, playing and moving inside. But God's good. And so I think it'll work out.